Come here, cat. How's it going? Oh, you did? 3.5-inch shells? Well, it's good for you too, because there's still time in the year to get out and shoot some pheasants. It'll only hold 2 3/4-inch shells. It should say on the barrel what length of shell it'll accept. He told you to buy 2 3/4-inch shells for geese. I guess it depends on the shell, but you'd think you'd want at least 3-inch shells. Well, yeah, steel shot. Otherwise, you're going to get a ticket if you're on any public land. You don't even want lead in your truck when you're out. Did you buy that thing new or used? Well, if you bought lead, basically the only place is you're going to be able to use it is here. Or if anybody else will give you permission to go on their land, but do not have lead on public land. That's not bad. Does it got a plug in it already? High brass just means the back of your shell either has a short piece of brass before the plastic or a little bit longer. That's not going to make a whole hell of a lot of difference. But you're going to want to check how many shells that gun will hold, because you're only allowed to have so many shells in when you're out hunting. And then what's the choke on that thing? Does it have removable chokes or is it just fixed? Look out, cat. Yeah. Come on, cat. Get now. Yeah, you're going to want to stick like a pencil in there. The spot where your shells go, there should be a thing that screws on the back of that. You can unscrew that and put a pencil in there. Then you'll only be able to hold 3. That's what you want. Make sure it ain't a sharpened pencil. Oh, no removable chokes? That kind of sucks. Because you get a ticket if you can hold 6 shells in that gun when you're out shooting geese or whatever, you'll have to look it up. I can't remember anymore what the limit is. You're only allowed to hold so many shells. And if you get caught with like 6 shells in there, give you a ticket or whatever. Yeah, you'll have to look it up in the manual, how many you're allowed to hold, depending on what you're hunting. Yeah, it should be somewhere in the field manual. Either that or you can just Google it. If anybody knows how many shells you're allowed to have when you're shooting geese, specifically in the state of South Dakota, put it in the comments section. Yeah. Come here, cat. Come on. Yeah, you could do that, or you could just use a pencil. I'm just cheap. I just use a pencil. That's what a lot of guys use. Yeah, pencil's legal. All they're gonna do, say they checked you, all they're gonna do is try and stick shells in there, and if they can't fit more than 3 in, you're good. They're not gonna take out your pencil and examine it, you know. It could be a dowel, could be a pencil, could be a manufactured product. It really doesn't matter. And I can't remember if that's 2 in the tube and 1 in the chamber, or if that's 3 in the tube and 1 in the chamber. I think it's 2 in the tube and 1 in the chamber. Goes to show you how many times I go out hunting geese. Less than I should. Yeah, 2 in the tube. That's what I figured. Yeah, I can, but I still gotta follow the rules. You know, those are migratory birds, man. If I was sitting out there just blasting Canadas or snows or whatever out in my field, they can still come up and ask me questions. I'm not a sovereign citizen. Yeah. Yeah, man. Malandrites. Wish I had them. Dude, I wish it was that way. Just all bets are off. Shoot whatever you want on your own land. That'd be tits. I'd be out here baiting in deer. Yeah, them fucking animal cops, you know, they take themselves pretty seriously. Yeah, that cat's been in and out all day. They're fighting over a mouse they just caught or something. What is that? Oh, it's a sparrow. Cat just went up in the rafters. You know, I doubt that cat would eat a possum. They're pretty friendly with one another, the cats and the possum. Maybe if it's already dead. Even then, I ain't sure. Yeah. Well, the more you practice, the better you get. Probably could, man. I mean, it's way easier to shoot those. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Just such a damn spendy habit. You know, you want to get a new string on there or whatever, you got to take it to a place and have them fuck with it. Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to feed yourself, all bets are off. But I mean, theoretically, you can be just as good with a recurve bow as you can with a compound bow. It's just a lot of people think it's easier because it is. Oh yeah, with the let off, it's great. Draw back 70 pounds, and then depending on what your let off is, it's like you're only holding 20. I mean, it's a big difference. You know, with a 50-pound recurve, you're holding 50 pounds the whole time, you know? Oh yeah, dude. I believe that. I don't know, it depends. Half hour, hour. Look out, cat. Come on. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Well, I've got two that are, constant companions. And then, there's probably 5 or 6 different ones that hang around but aren't friendly. They're not full timers. I don't know if you could hear that or not, but a rooster just flew straight across, coming in to roost. It's about that time. Oh yeah. Well, I don't keep them, but I mean, there's a dish of food out here, so they show up and eat. It's free food. Look out, cat. Get on. I mean, that's how all these cats started out. They just show up like that one, and the ones that are friendly eat better. This one's a dumbass, apparently. Come on, cat. Move on. Oh, yeah. Usually, there's like a couple new cats a year that come hanging around. I haven't really had a problem with it yet. I'm sure I lose some chickens to cats, but I lose a hell of a lot more of them to hawks, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you this, when I was raising hogs, these cats were invaluable. I mean, you'd have so many damn rats around here if it weren't for those cats. It was unbelievable. I had a whole warren of them bastards dug in under my hog feeder. Biggest rats you'd ever seen. I don't know. I bet you I got 50 chickens, 6 ducks, and 13, 14 geese, something like that. But I'm going to eat some of the geese soon. I lost 2 to hawks. Started with 8. They're just so damn slow. You know, they can't outmaneuver the hawks. The geese right now are, I mean, they're not too big for a hawk to kill, but they're, you know, it's more of a challenge. Chickens, the old ones, are usually the ones that get caught, you know. Oh no, they migrate. They can't fly. Them runner ducks, you know, they're stuck on the ground, man. They'd have to walk away. It's gonna take a long time to get to Texas on foot when you're a duck. There's nothing you can do. They're protected by the state. They just come in and eat what they want. And that's it. You know? You know, and I mean you can provide um um I don't know, bro. If you mean, you know, if you mean how to protect my birds from fucking aerial raptors, I don't know. You just got to provide them, you know, little hidey holes and shit, places to escape. You know, hide in the trees, whatever. I mean, that's all you can do. That's all there is to it. Look at this damn cat. Just on the periphery there. Okay. Wow. Get out of there. Yeah. Yeah, he's determined to get himself shot. It's true. He better hope I'm a pretty good shot. Otherwise, he's fucked. Well, boys, that's all she wrote. See you later.